Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to follow up on the Artin Digipro conversion into a Carrera Digital, where I'm trying to find out what parts I can possibly use. So, let me show you what we have so far. This Carrera controller had the lane change button break. So, I wired the end into the control unit, tried to map the wires out. Watch the Mustang. Black and green, turns the lights off and on. So that goes to the switch. I'm going to use this momentary push button switch to repair this controller and get it back in operation. The red and yellow, even if I hold them with my fingers, enough electricity goes through my body to make it go slowly. If I touch them, it's full speed. So those are what control the speed. The Artin controller, if you look at the inside, it's got two switches and then all of this. There are various diodes that make the electricity go in one direction, and then multiple resistors scattered all over the place. The resistors go to these swipers, and it looks like the swipers go through one or more resistors depending on how slow it is. I did everything I could to get this to work. Tried every single possible way. This does not work with the Carrera control unit, no matter what. So I have these Artin analog controllers, and I thought, there's a little socket in the top which will be perfect for this red button. What if I just hook this up? It just makes it go full speed all the time, no matter what. You'd have no speed control. So the swiper in here is not broken down by all the resistors. Inside the Carrera unit, there's only a single resistor. Then there's the lane change switch, and then this. I don't know if I can put this resistor in the Artin track and perhaps get it to work, or in the Artin analog and perhaps get it to work. But that's where I'm at right now. So to convert it, to sum up, control unit doesn't work, controllers don't work, lane changers don't work, pit lane doesn't work, cars don't work. There's not a lot of positives with the Artin Digipro. This is the Artin 4-lane oval stock set that my nephews gave me two of these because they were no longer using them. So I have the ability to build a pretty nice figure 8 with 4 lanes using radius 3 and radius 4 curves, which is how I got this idea. So I can make a nice track with them, and it's 4 lanes wide. I wanted to make a 4-lane digital track. This is the Artin Stalker chassis. Other than the fact that this guide flag doesn't have a spring in it, it's the same as the Digipro chassis. You can see that there's a place here to put the Artin digital chip in here that's in here. So that's where I'm at with this. I'm probably going to not proceed because if I have to buy 6 controllers, that's expensive. If I have to buy the Carrera lane changers in order to get it to work, and then cut them to pieces so that they fit into the Artin, because that's not going to work neither. I think this lane changer, and the pit lane for that matter, I could probably cut it apart and put in a different chip and different sensors, and I could probably get this to work with Carrera, but I don't know if it's really worthwhile to do that. So I'm going to shelve this project for now, and I think I'm going to sell off the Digipro cars because somebody might want these cars that has a Digipro set. I tested them all, they work. Throw in the control unit in case someone has a control unit that doesn't work. Basically just sell the digital parts off on eBay and write it up as a bit of a learning lesson and a loss. This was an idea that had formulated in my head that I can use this neat Artin track with a really nice surface that's inexpensive to create a multi-lane digital track. I can create a multi-lane digital track with Carrera, but it's very expensive and it takes up a lot of room. And since I had this track available, I thought I could make the conversion, but I think the conversion is going to cost a lot of money. Right now, the price of all this stuff has gone up quite a bit. So there we are. This project is shelved. On to something else. All right, guys, keep tinkering. I want to point out one thing about these controllers that I found that's pretty unique. The lane change switch on the back is connected to a turbo switch. And when I had the track set up, the cars go faster when you press the turbo. And it's on a rocking system so that you can't push them both at the same time. You have to push one or the other. It's kind of neat because you have to slow down in order to pass. So you have to let off the turbo in order to change lanes. I think that's rather neat. So I might ask my smart friend if I can bother him again to help me map out that nightmare that's going on inside this thing before I give up, and maybe he can help me figure out how to get this thing to work. All right, just a final thought.